Come with us as we embark on the Disney magic. We hopped on our Disney Cruise Line bus over to Port Canaveral, and we love taking the Disney Cruise Line bus because A, it's comfortable, and B, we get an expedited boarding process regardless of the boarding time that you got when you checked in. Our first stop at Port Canaveral was to head on out to the balcony and take some pictures with the Disney Magic. We completely forgot to do these pictures with our last cruise on the Disney Wish, and I was so sad about it. So that was priority number one. Juniper was a big fan of all the characters on the walls in the port, and she was so excited. It was so cute to see. Around 11:45, our boarding group was called, and it was time to go on the ship. We were boarding the Disney Magic, which, if you did not know, is the oldest Disney Cruise Line ship, and it was our first time sailing on this ship.
Disney Magic, please welcome aboard our Dolphin family!
We were welcomed aboard the Disney Magic, and I was so excited to be on the ship. I was actually shocked that it didn't feel as small in the atrium as I thought it was going to feel compared to like the Disney Wish and the Disney Dream, but the atrium was absolutely beautiful, and we just were so excited. Once on the ship, we made our way over to Rapunzel's Royal Table for a nice sit-down lunch. We prefer to do the sit-down lunch over the buffet because the buffet is just crazy. And if you know, you know. After lunch, we made our way up to the upper decks to go explore the ship and see what was going on. Our first step was to grab the beer deal that they do up on the pool deck. I think this was around like $86, and you got to pick, I think, 10 beers for the price of 12, and then you got the cooler for free, which we used the cooler multiple times on the ship, so it was definitely worth the money. And they deliver it right to your stateroom, so you don't even have to worry about it. Our next stop, of course, was to go and take some pictures with the funnel, the quintessential Embarkation Day photo for a Disney Cruise Line vacation. I was a little bit disappointed they did have their loungers out in front of the funnel, which I don't think I've ever experienced that on another ship, but thankfully Dan is a great Instagram husband and he was managing to get them out of most of the photographs, so it all worked out in the end, but I was a little bit annoyed about it. We had killed enough time that our stateroom was pretty much ready by the time we were done taking photos. I swear it was 100 million degrees in this little elevator waiting spot that they had us in, but thankfully we didn't have to wait too long. We walked down the hall and made it to our stateroom, 6576. We really enjoyed this stateroom. It was perfectly located between the upper decks and the lower decks for where like the dining and stuff was. Took a quick nap in the room. Juniper definitely needed one, and then it was time for our muster drill, so we made our way down. We were super happy because Juniper got us a fast pass out of being the first ones let go from the muster drill, so we could get a great spot for the sail wave party, which Juniper absolutely loved. We skipped it on our last sailing with the Wish. She was just so little and it was so hot out, but this trip we made it a priority, and she absolutely loved just being on the deck and dancing and seeing the characters. It was, again, 1,000 degrees surface of the sun on this pool deck, but we managed to get a spot in the shade, so we really enjoyed the sail wave party, and it was just a great time. See you guys next time.